Virgos, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Natalie, spelled Natalee. This is for January 22nd to the 29th, although you know all of my readings are timeless, just if you're watching this in like real time. Okay, so the download for you, it's like, it could be something, you could be thinking about something very simple, small. Maybe you're thinking of stopping at the grocery store on your way home from work, or picking up something on the way to a party, something like that, something pretty mundane. And then you'll start to think, oh, that's right, there's that cashier at the grocery store who really doesn't like me. I wonder if she's going to be there, or I wonder if that little dude is going to be there, that little snot that always, does things on purpose, or, something like that. And then you start to think about all of your negative interactions with this person. And then you start to remember, what they said and what they did and the look on their faces and how it made you feel. And then, before you know it, you are now imagining how this next interaction is going to go, or this next experience is going to go, either getting groceries or being at the post office or doing whatever. And then it turns into this, by the end of it, a huge manifestation of something that's not even really happened yet. That's what your download is. So I feel like it's at that end when you're really riled up, when you're really nervous, when you're really angry, when you're really stressed or scared, or just really agitated about it, is when I feel like you stop yourself and go, you know what, hold on, this is getting out of control. Let's walk this back a bit. Okay. So that's some of this energy. And let me see. Interesting. So Aquarius is your 6th house. Your solar 6th house. What did I just say? Aquarius. Okay. So I was just going to start talking about the new moon in Aquarius. Lovely to have Aquarius come out in the first card. There will be a surprise, a little bit of a shock this weekend, and there could be something else going on at the same time that's a little bit unsavory with that Venus-Mars square. But with this star being the first card out, you're going to be okay. You're going to have balance. You're going to have healing. You're going to have, it's not going to be like that in your mind, forever, certainly. Excuse me. It's going to be a very welcome respite, though. There's something going to be very, your 6th house, it's a health house. So this is kind of like a mental health thing where you are going to enjoy some relief in that department. Okay, and I feel like it does have to do with worrying and something about what you're doing day to day, the drive to work, taking the train to work, maybe ordering groceries, maybe you order groceries and you always choose attended delivery and your grocer leaves it at your door. Speaking of which, got the busy card, the 2 of Pentacles. And you're like, ooh, whatever gets you like, ooh. Okay. There will be a little bit there that the situation could like burst a little bit. There could be like that moment. I'm getting more that there's a new start. There's a fresh new start, and it has to do with the mind first. It has to do with how you're looking at things, and also you just sort of getting it cognizant. So instead of waiting till you're really about to bite someone's head off, walking it back to that very initial first thought of, I'm going to have more food today. I'm going to get my favorite chocolate bar today. I'm going to mail something really important out that I've been putting off for a really long time. Focusing on the actual thing that you're doing instead of letting yourself go off on these little, side rivers and side roads. Okay? Because I do see you this week trying to take care of business, balancing the checkbooks, making all of everything fit in, all of your bills, all of your incoming income and the outgoing, what you have outgoing, and being really busy with that. So it's really good. I feel like this is going to be a good week for you guys. We have a balance between healing some of the stresses involved with exactly this kind of work, and then you staying busy, which it's a good. It makes you feel better to feel accomplished, Virgo. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, this cough is probably just going to linger for like 2 years. Okay, what's the next? Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, there could be some youngster around you. If they're not a youngster, like physically aged younger, they could be someone just sort of immature. Not like it's a negative thing, not like we're passing judgment on them or anything like that. This is just for the sake of being honest, that they are emotionally immature, or this is just an energy of excitement and sort of like, what this feels like is that it's going to be a little bit easier for you to move through those thoughts, move through the thoughts that are not so helpful for you, moving into thoughts that are much more beneficial. They're giving me the exact word beneficial, benefit. They want you to think of this in terms of, is this going to benefit me? Is this going to be good for me or not? Thought by thought, like every single thought is a little, it's a coin, it's a pentacle that you put into a bank, or you just throw it out into the sewer cap. And, you know, it's going to be, there's something about a flow here. They're giving me like, okay, thank you. They're saying that it's about moving energy through your life and moving it through effectively, moving it through, and like keeping it going where it doesn't stay, it doesn't stagnate. So when you get a thought, when something comes up that riles you up or makes you, you know, that can compromise your whole train ride or the whole bus ride or the whole car ride to the grocery store, to whatever you're doing. And it's those little moments that kind of build what our life is. So I don't want you to, you know, lose any bit of your life to worry and fear and stress. So you're going to have some very helpful energy. It could be someone inspiring you. This could even be a book or a film. This energy can come to you in a variety of mediums. So I see that you're going to be able to use it though. You know, in the middle of you taking care of business, of balancing everything out and trying to disperse your attention between many different things, it feels like you're going to be able to approach the mental organ. They're showing me this, that Men in Black, I think like the first or second, with that little alien sitting in his brain, like at the control center. That's kind of like you. Like you're sitting in that control center and you're like looking at all the screens and you're controlling your thoughts. It's like this little dude right here. He's like the little alien. That energy. That is so sweet. Let's go ahead and get your cards down. I feel like we have enough. Okay. So I would expect something closer to the weekend if you're watching this in real time, because that is when this all sort of will reveal itself. Let me put it that way, is when it will reveal itself. Okay. Where more information will come to light. Okay. And let's begin. Oh, it's funny. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I put him back. And he's back. This is the weirdest thing. This is so weird. I put him back and he got, it's just weird. It's just weird. Okay. Anyway, so we have our first layer down. Let me go ahead and start working on the second while I talk to you about this. Okay, so what this is telling me, Virgo, is that you're pretty solid in terms of your mind. Okay, you could be a little neurotic, you could be a little worrisome or fearsome, but all around, you don't let anything like that really interfere with like the doing of life, like the mechanics of life. Thank you. There's been some sort of holdup. Excuse me. There's been a holdup in your subconscious mind. And I'm not sure how cognizant you've been about that, because you've been taking care of things. You've been working. You've been, you know, doing what you've got to do. So what this is telling us is that this week you do have this change. You do have this, you know, moment of clarity is what they're telling me, like an epiphanal moment of clarity. And so, hold on. I'm going to get these cards down and then I'm going to go play fetch with Oso, the dog here. Okay. Oh my. Bottom of this deck, 6 of coins, 5 of swords, and the chariot. Excuse me. So this is going back to like the grocer who's being like a jerk or something. You're going to be overcoming this kind of retaliatory or snidey, smarmy energy, and you're going to respond differently this time. And you're going to have a more generous outlook because you're just, you're beyond it. You're beyond like the pettiness of this little insignificant, you know, moment, because it's not like worth your life. It's not worth, you know, it's bad enough that you have to deal with these people. You're not gonna let it stew and affect you before that interaction and after that interaction. It's going to be more forgiving of yourself too. Okay, so this is what I have for you. And looking down just really quickly at this spread, yeah, you have some good stuff ahead of you this week. So if this is resonating for you, I would check out the extended for the details, because it looks like there could be some opportunity for you coming in this week. And it's sort of separate from this mentality, okay? But they're connected, and you don't think that they're connected, but they are. Okay, my loves, we'll see you on the flip side shortly. For everyone else, I will see you next week for your next week's weekly. Take care, Virgos. Bye. What to appreciate and how to appreciate. They don't know how you want to be appreciated. They're just trying to put you in the most emotionally comfortable. All this conflict around you, it's like trying to eat at you, trying to get to you. Except for this 2 of Cups, you have here a relationship built on friendship, built on camaraderie, built on shared interests, shared values.